Hello everyone and welcome to Maybe I'll Sing. Today I will not be singing. Today I will actually be showing you my Q1 Empties! Oh gosh! As we can see, there are some larger bottles on top, so we're just gonna go through the box of stuff that I have collected over this quarter. I've never tracked my empties before. I'm not doing any sort of like reverse ruse challenge or something like that. I just wanted to see how much stuff I'm getting through. I was curious. So our first large bottle, not really a beauty thing, but it's something that I keep on my bathroom sink, is this Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day refill for their hand soap. We all know with how much we've been washing our hands through COVID, having good hand soap is important. My partner and I tend to get really dry hands, and this has aloe in it, so it doesn't dry us out at all. And Leaping Betty certified, cruelty-free formula. Another thing, technically I finished this a while ago, but I did find it just sitting in my bathroom sink, so I'm incorporating it into this empty as a way to signify it leaving my life. It's the Queen Helene Cocoa Butter Hand and Body Lotion. I picked this up at Rite Aid when I was moving in. That was cruelty-free and pretty cheap. This was $20, and honestly, worth it. Very moisturizing, really easy to apply, no weird scent. I definitely repurchase the next time I'm in Rite Aid and need a hand lotion. Next product is my AG Hair Curl Thrive Conditioner. I bought this from Ulta for $24 and honestly, fantastic. I prefer it to the conditioner I'm using now. It kept my hair soft and healthy and encouraged the waves, which now my hair is so long it weighs itself down. I need a haircut. If anyone has ideas for a haircut, let me know in the comments. I'm stuck. And I'm totally open to donating most of this. But yeah, Curl Thrive. It is a little bit expensive, but I'd say that's because it's salon quality and even smells like hair salon. You know how hair salon conditioner has that smell to it? This has that. So the next time Ulta is having a hair care event, I might end up picking up the bigger size of this. Another Ulta available product is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This was pretty hyped up in the beauty community for a while. I bought it based on Kelly Gooch's recommendation, and it was great for my dry skin, but this brand is no longer cruelty-free, so finished it up and getting it out of my collection. Next item is from Image Skincare. It's the Ormedic Balancing Facial Cleanser. I got this when my mom and I were really into getting facials at her local facialists. Of course, I haven't done that in years, but I've used it up. It's a really good cleanser for if you weren't wearing any makeup that day, if you have kind of dry skin and just want to cooling, easy, something to feel clean. But as far as removing makeup goes, this does not do the trick. So it's also, Image, I think, has a questionable cruelty-free status. I'll double check that before I post it. But I am not going to be repurchasing this. Next item is a Gillette Venus Comfortglide razor pack. It's spring. I went on a really nice, lovely long walk yesterday, and as part of preparing for that, I shaved my legs for the first time in a long time. So normally I use an epilator, but when it's that case of shaving my legs for the first time in a long time, I like to use these Gillette razors. They're good. I haven't had any sort of reaction to them on my skin, and it means I don't have to buy shaving cream when I don't really shave that often. Something from my project pan that we all know I finished is my e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. I would repurchase this again if I needed a finishing powder kind of in a pinch. I did end up enjoying it repressed, but also packaging is a little bulky, and I rarely end up using the sponges that come with them, so Might repurchase, might not. It was okay. This is cut in half, but I'll show you. It's the Tom's Anti-Plaque and Whitening Toothpaste. This is in the fluoride-free version. I am now using the version with fluoride in it, just to help my teeth out a little bit. But I really like Tom's as a brand. It's a certified B company. They've been cruelty-free for ages. They don't overdo it with like putting weird, unnecessary stuff in their formulas. And this toothpaste is like pepperminty. It's like just pepperminty enough to make your mouth feel fresh, but not so pepperminty that it's overwhelming. So now I'm using the fluoride version, and I'll be repurchasing this forever, basically. Next item that I've grabbed is my Pacifica Dream Big Mascara. Now, this mascara I have bought several times, and it's mostly because I am such a nerd. So let me get you up here. So, I'm an engineer. I love it when a product changes, and if you twist this at the bottom, the mascara wand grows and shrinks and grows and shrinks. Ah, I love it. So that's just a fun thing, but also I really like to do that where I pull it out to the length side and go across all of my lashes to lengthen them out, and then I will go to the stubbier version and just use that on my outer lashes to kind of give those a targeted thickness and wing them out. That's what I really love about this. Like, as a mascara formula, not spectacularly special, but the control that the wand gives you to create the lashes you want to create, I absolutely love. It's a little expensive at $16 from the drugstore, but I think for the flexibility it's worth it. Another makeup product, we have my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I really enjoyed this. I like a hydrating concealer. This was a pretty decent shade match for me. I had it in light ivory, and I took the stopper out. I scraped it as much as I darn well could, and called it done. So for a $6 concealer, super happy with it. Am I going to repurchase? Maybe. Is it the be-all end-all of concealer? Nah, but for the drugstore for $6, great value. Another e.l.f. product, drugstore, $6, great value, is this sponge. I didn't bother cleaning it because it's going to go away. I like to use my sponges for the recommended 3 months and then throw them away so that I can keep my skin fresh and clean. This sponge was part of the Retro Paradise pack. My approach when I buy sponges tends to be like, just purchase the cheapest stuff that I can, and that usually means buying things in packs. So I think it was like a $6 pack, and this worked for me for 3 months. I was happy with it. Again, not the be-all end-all of sponges, but for the drugstore, for something that gets the job done, happy with it. Now, something that is the be-all end-all in my beauty routine is my Acure Rejuvenating SPF Day Cream. This is a holy grail product for me. I love it so much. I love Acure as a brand. They're cruelty-free, and they do a TerraCycle program, so they'll take back their old packaging and recycle it into new packaging. They use a balance of like the cool trendy ingredients like turmeric and the classics like vitamin C, and this day cream keeps my skin feeling hydrated throughout the day. It has SPF, so that's a little bit of protection, and I've honestly replaced most of my primers with this because when it dries down, it does have a little bit of a tacky sensation, the way that the Milk Hydro Grip would if I put that on top. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 for my makeup routine. One thing I will say, if you don't like that tacky dry down from a sunscreen, this may not be for you. And also, if you are of a deeper complexion, this is a mineral sunscreen. so you may end up getting a little bit of white cast. But for someone like me who is fair-skinned, who likes to use this as a 2-in-1 for really a 3-in-1 sunscreen, moisturizer, primer, and dry skin, this is fantastic. I will be repurchasing. I'm already going through another one, and I will be repurchasing another one soon. I think that would be my 4th time purchasing this product. I love it. Another product that is a consistent repurchase for me is my Native deodorant. I started buying Native independently of all of the YouTube sponsorships that you see for the brand. I just wanted something that was a cruelty-free deodorant. I don't know how I feel about the whole aluminum-free thing or natural deodorant. I just want something that's cruelty-free, that works, and that will simultaneously keep my pits dry without irritating the skin and drying out the skin. And that is Native. I had never bought the Sandalwood and Shea Butter scent before, but I really like it. My boyfriend actually loved this scent whenever I wore it. And yeah, I have the coconut and vanilla one now, and Native will be a consistent repurchase for me whenever I need deodorant. Some items I'm sad I won't be repurchasing. My Fenty Gloss Bomb in the color Fussy. This was a joy to use. I love the Gloss Bomb formula. It's hydrating on the lips. It looks beautiful. This color was everything to me. I didn't use it up to the last drop because getting that last little bit at the end, I had to do it with a lip brush, and it was kind of gross and hard to keep clean. But the scent is great. Fenty's cruelty-free status is questionable, though, which is why I won't be repurchasing. So, sad to see you go. Now, I incorrectly assumed that Origins was a cruelty-free company, and I got their Drink Up Intensive Overnight Hydrating Mask with Avocado, and honestly, I'm glad I got the smaller size because I won't be repurchasing. It's not a cruelty-free brand, but I enjoyed this. I thought that the smell was pleasant, but not overwhelming. It didn't do the most for my dry skin, but it certainly did enough to be worth putting on at night. Let's do some minis. The Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This I got in the birthday gift with my work blush that I am currently panning, and I enjoyed this. Like, nothing super special to say. The wand looks like this, but I was pretty happy with using it. And I was also surprised that this mascara lasted me for the full 3 months that I try to use a mascara for, even though it was a mini. So I think in the future, when I purchase or if I want to try out a higher end mascara, I'll definitely look to see if there's a mini, because that's plenty of formula for the amount of time that's recommended to keep a mascara clean. The next mini I picked up, and there isn't even writing on this anymore. I've had it for so long, but this was at one point the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in a mini. I picked this up in a pack at Costco, so I'm gonna estimate a value around $10, and it's a discontinued product anyway, which is kind of sad because honestly, I loved mixing this into my foundation or just putting a little bit on my cheekbones at a no makeup day. I used it to the last drop. I loved it. Now, that product got discontinued a while ago, so why am I just showing you this package now? I also reused this packaging when I got an Ilia Liquid Light Serum highlighter sample. I just put it in here because I liked the wand applicator so much, and it felt like a better way to contain a highlighter sample than just a packet. And that highlighter sample was good, but the Ilia price tag for buying the full size, not not something I would do. Instead, I'm much happier with my NYX Pro Glow that I will list down below. It does the job to add a little bit of glow to your foundation routine without breaking the bank. Speaking of foundation, this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 120. I think this is the best shade match I've ever gotten for myself. I really enjoyed this as a mixing foundation, as a standalone foundation. I would definitely consider repurchasing again, but Fenty's cruelty-free status is, as I said, a little questionable, so I won't be repurchasing for a while. As you can see, I did cut the top off because I wanted to get as much of it as possible. One thing, it does have a slight scent. The scent never bothered me, but that is something to be aware of if you don't want scented foundation, which is kind of unnecessary. Another Project Pan item, my Pacifica Rose-On Sleek Wipes. I finished all of these, and when I went to look up the price for this video, I saw that the whole box was $10.99, which honestly, for how much I didn't like this and they weren't useful, not worth it. So $10.99 a product used up. Wouldn't recommend. It didn't do much for my hair. The COVID classics, all my hand sanitizer that I've gone through. This was just a little mini bottle from my university that I had been refilling, but used up that. And then I got these two Bath & Body Works hand sanitizers back in like last February when everyone was freaking out and you couldn't find hand sanitizer anywhere. You picked these up at the mall, and I took them on a trip, and I'll actually get compliments when I use these on the scent because the scent is so strong and it lingers. Though honestly, Champagne Toast, if Bath & Body Works sells this in a fragrance mini, might pick that up come wintertime. I love a sweeter scent. As for the Japanese Cherry Blossom, I don't know if it smells like Japanese cherry blossoms, but it was good to use, and the red tint in it didn't ever stain my hands. So, $6 that I'm holding in my hands in COVID times. If you can make hand sanitizer a little bit more enjoyable, worth it. And finally, some boring products that have been lingering around. This is a hand lotion that I picked up from a hotel 2 summers ago. Wow, weird. I thought it was interesting that a hotel freebie was cruelty-free and see kind of ingredients in it, so I thought I'd snag it and give it a try. This is the Pharmacopoeia Citrus Lotion with, it says made with organic aloe vera, and I put this in my bag with my hand sanitizer so that whenever I'd use my hand sanitizer, I'd put on a little bit of lotion. I honestly wouldn't recommend snagging this from a hotel if and when you ever run into it. It smells nice, it feels nice when you first put it on, but it has no moisturizing staying power. My hands often felt dry within like 10 minutes of using it. So use that up in conjunction with my hand sanitizers. It was a good thing to throw in my bag, but not going to snag this from a hotel if I see it again. This was a random bottle of shampoo. It says jasmine green tea shampoo with jojoba conditioner. My mom passed this off to me a couple years back when I was packing up for my apartment, and I finally finished it off. I never use this on my hair. I only use this for washing my brushes. I don't even know where this is sold. I didn't count it for anything because it was just one of those, like, my mom decluttered her bathroom sink and gave this to me items, but I just wanted to put it in here to mention that for those items, using them to wash your brushes is a great way to get them out of your collection used up. And finally, my Reach Floss from my Project Pan. Outro time! So in total, that was $300 of product, 24 individual products, which I know I was so not expecting when I started throwing things into a box to say, hey, let's just see how much empties I have. But after going through this, I really want to continue reporting out quarterly. I don't have a particular goal that I'm trying to hit. I think quarterly is a good balance for me with having enough stuff to have an interesting report out and also not overburdening my filming schedule. But I'm excited to continue tracking my empties, continue sharing, and see how much product I end up using in 2021. So if you like this video, if you enjoyed what I talked about, please like and subscribe so that you can catch my empties update next quarter. And if you heard some of the Project Pan products that I talked about and want to check out my Project Pan series, I will leave that linked in the cards. As always, makeup close-up at the end of the video. Today I was using my blue eyeshadow for my Project Pan. I did a little white in the center and kept it very springy and pink otherwise. I think it's really fun. I hope you also did something fun this weekend. Try out a bright color. Track your empties. See what happens. Thank you for watching. Bye. Speaking of foundation, let's do a blooper reel of Romy dropping things. My Acure, hold on, the color of, whoop, not COVID, I swear. $300 worth of stuff! Some of that's gonna work for a thumbnail. I need to remember to post for thumbnails. So, I know I have 12 subscribers right now, but native, if you're looking for an OG user, I'm here. Call me.